The Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the South Florida Bulls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulls offense will have the opening possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss breaking.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Runs through a tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The play action fake. Complete in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Pitt Panthers offense will get the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
He's open on the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Quarterback on the keeper. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Panthers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Bringing the heat. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Pitt will have to boot this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Now on the option. The give to the back. Spins away from the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. They'll give it to the back. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16, make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. He leaves it with his back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Flips it out in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Now on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down, 10 yards to go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the counter play. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's third and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, running back on the move. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Coming out with it, it's Garrett. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Give to the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got him downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Pulls it and fires to the left. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got the screen set up. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. That slices the lead to 2. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 7 over Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. And they'll knock him down. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Bulls will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Garrett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down coming up after the completion. They'll go to the air. On the move, he fires. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Breaks into the open. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been...
He's got it. 1st down and more. Touchdown, Bulls. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Garrett. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got his man to the left. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Gets it out quickly. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got enough for the 1st down. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Panthers. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. The running back has it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They go to the ground. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bulls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now second down as they try to run this clock. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Bulls are marching down the field. The toss to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Bulls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Runs through the tackle. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him, a 5-point lead here in the fourth.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Floats it out in space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught over the middle. It's Baker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on first down. Creates a little space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's second down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Baker. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Under fire. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I mentioned
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Got it in the middle. It's Slater. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is,
He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them and doing more